all things related to the business of detailing. Whether you're a seasoned professional or just starting out, this podcast is for you. In each episode, we'll cover topics ranging from business management to marketing solutions. Here to help you grow your detailing business, your hosts, Nick and Dustin. Welcome to the Polishing Process.
What up? Nice.
Dustin, where are you? Where are you right now? It's Friday. I don't even know where you're at.
I'm on a beach.
Are you in Jupiter, Florida?
I am doing a little R&D work down here in Jupiter, Florida. No, not really. I'm not in Jupiter, Florida. I am in Gulf Shores, Alabama. It does slightly resemble Jupiter, Florida.
Yeah, that looks good there.
I am down here running a triathlon tomorrow, so got to get a little pre-workout in, getting ready for it. But the show must go on, right?
It always goes on. This week is sponsored by Dunkin'. I know both of us have had long weeks, but as the show goes, what do you got over there?
Uptime. I've changed it.
You were Celsius last week, weren't you?
0 sugar, natural caffeine. I'm hooked on these things, man. They're great. Better for you too.
Well, other than both of our caffeine addictions, we got hell of a show this week.
Oh, dude, we're stacked up. We're stacked up, man. We are getting such a cool series, and as we go through it, man, it's just getting more and more deeper and it's becoming such a really quality series. But last week we picked our shop. We're building this new detail shop, this imaginary detail shop.
Which shop did we pick, by the way?
Nick's.
Yeah. So that scoreboard is 1-1 right now.
Yes, so it is. But listen, hey, I'm excited about it, dude. It was much more fun designing name and logo for like a shop rather than like a storage building, So I'm glad we went your way.
Are you downing your idea? I'm going to get you a storage unit. This
is CEO Entrepreneur 101. If it doesn't go your way, act like it went your way.
He's immediately jumping on saying, what? I think that was my idea.
Yeah, I mean, actually, I preferred that over my head. So,
yeah, I'm saying, I think down here we got to have a little scoreboard, you know what I mean? Or champion, a little crown, like, hey, who won last week?
You can go ahead and crown me. You can crown me this week. But no, so last week we picked our building. We went with our shop, the idea. I brought storage building and transit van to the plate. You brought nice big shop. Definitely went your way. I think it makes sense. I think for our market that we're going into. Again, I want to reiterate for our loyal following. We know most of you already have a shop. We know most of you are already detailing. We understand that. What we want you to get out of the show is follow along each week. Watch how we address these things. Watch how we, like with name and logo, watch how we established how to come up with that stuff and see if you could pick pieces out of this thing to go implement into your existing business. Don't feel like your business is stuck where it's at. Don't feel like your business can't make changes and evolve. You may be saying, well, I'm not going to go start a shop in Jupiter, Florida. Yeah, but you own a shop right now that could probably use some tweaking and adjusting. That's the fun part. So use some of this. Go ahead, Nick.
And I think a lot of people, hey, I'm not going to go change my logo. I'm not going to go change my name tomorrow. But maybe you see something where you can make an adjustment to it that might make more sense. It's easier to scale. It's easier to put on a T-shirt. It's easier to read. You see what I'm saying? Well,
think about this. So we're going into a new market. We're doing a ton of market research. Listen to how we're doing this market research. I guarantee you there's the large portion, including myself, didn't do this much market research when I was starting Easy In. Okay. So think about that. You're selling to this current market. So you may think you're capitalizing and you may not be. But so watch how we analyze and watch how we make decisions. I bet you find a piece in every podcast that is absolutely relative to your existing business.
The end of the show, we're going to dive into our logos and be like, look, I got regrets with my logos and branding. You know what I mean? And it's like, hey, look at the mistakes that we made. And I know Dustin's are probably perfect, but I'm going to let you know, hey, I made some mistakes and we're with it now, but it's definitely something to dive into.
Yeah. We've done some rebranding over the years, numerous times. I don't know if Chris has a picture or a copy of our old original logo. That's the one I'd love to dig into. It's funny, but listen, let's kick off this show. The real show, this current show is about logo and name. We've got to name this new detail shop we're starting down in Jupiter, Florida. We got to have a logo. We got to have something to sell. So me and Nick have not seen each other's logo.
Nope.
And so we have spent time, just worked tirelessly over this thing. I've worked at least an hour online. Okay, at least an hour.
I was going to say at least 75 minutes. You know what I mean?
At least no, really. I've spent probably collectively about 4 or 5 hours.
Yeah, it's and it was fun. It was like, hey, it's just like starting fresh. You know what I mean? We're
awesome.
We're a couple of old geezers on here, and it's like, hey, starting fresh and starting over. It's fun. It's a good time.
It is. It is. You get to take all the experience that you've had over the years and then go like, what would I do different? What would I do new? And so, hey man, let's jump.
Who goes first? How do we decide? You want to do rock, paper, scissors live?
Let's do rock, paper, scissors, best 2 out of 3.
Are we doing shoot?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
So like rock,
paper, scissors, shoot. And then you know what? Okay.
Oh, I thought we were going. Okay.
No, let's practice. At least I know you're going paper now.
All right, there you go.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Gotcha.
Okay, you got the first one. He sticks with it. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Okay. All right, so the winner chooses, right? You go first.
Okay, let's get mine up there, which I already know is going to win. Okay.
Yeah. What is that?
This right here, you know what? Let's get Dustin off the screen. I'm just going to do the talking first. I know some people are listening. They can't see it. So let me describe it for you while we got Dustin in the background.
Can they hear me? Am I?
Best if they don't. It's best. this voice that's like over here somewhere, don't even listen to him.
Don't even listen to him. Yeah, go ahead.
Out of this world detailing company. Okay. So this is our logo right here. This is what's going to be on the front of the building. But
shoot.
Yeah. So let's keep that.
Hang on. I told you something earlier. I said I was so far out of the box that I thought we would end up on the same spot. So when I saw this, I like on the way, but we're a shop. So be careful there. On the way detailing.
No, but out of this world.
I know. Now I get it. But now what I said to you earlier that we made it up close, we ended up really close, by the way. So keep
well,
going.
This is why you show mine first so people can see how nice. And so again, I like the black shirts. I think it's really clean, the black background.
Yes.
The OTW, it's just, I don't want people focusing so much on the name as I want them focusing on detailing company. So people listening that can't see the logo right now, the way I want to paint it for you is think of an outline of a planet and you've got the ring around it. Our colors are black, white, and orange, right? Same color scheme as Expel, right? For PPF, for ceramic coatings. And the abbreviation of OTW, you know what I mean? I think it's a real easy play on the word out of this world because of where we're at, Jupiter, Florida. So playing off the word Jupiter, it's a really simple logo, easy to read, but it gives you the flexibility to say, hey, out of this world, vinyl wraps, window tint. You're able to change that bottom title, which is really important for me, which is, again, what we do with Splash.
And I think it's so clean. I really think it looks good. I think it would be, so when we think about weighing, like how do we come up with logos? And something that's relative is number of colors, number of gradients, how cheap is this to print? Right.
Yeah.
How, like when we talk about you could, when you have a graphic designer come in and do this robust logo and all, guess what? When you get to the print shop, they're saying, hey, 3 colors max, 4 colors max. Not going to happen. These gradients aren't going to look like that. Now,
and real quick, Dustin, because I was there and I did designs with a wheel inside of the planet, right? Yeah. And I did it with the car going around and a star and excuse me. And I'm just thinking, hey, keep it simple. People are going to get it. It's not that complicated.
And you went simple, sleek, professional, inexpensive to print, very understandable, very legible.
Oh my God, you're going to make me blush. You're going to make it. I thought you were going to be like, what's with that donut? And what the heck is OTW? I thought you were going to think of something clever off the bat for OTW.
Listen, dude, on the way was what I thought it was. So
I actually like it. It's not bad, but I like out of this world too. We can have a play on words there. It's easy to print, but that's my logo. I stand by it. Feel really good about it. And I'm ready to jump to yours if you're ready.
Okay. Let's go. Chris, you're going to share mine here. And, okay. So by the way, I guess I think it needs to be stated that Jupiter, Florida is where we're at, right?
Yes.
So those of you that don't know what Jupiter is, it's a planet in our solar system, and it's the biggest.
Listen, our viewers know Jupiter. But don't, you know what?
I've said
you
the
talking down
stakes.
to the viewers is going to make it worse.
No, I'm serious. I mean, like, I wanted to give the understanding. So I went with Jupiter, the planet, and you're playing on that out of this world, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it's so crazy because I wrote out of this world detailing down as a name. Like 100%. I didn't do OTW though.
But it did make the cut. That's important. It did make the cut.
I'm going to tell you a couple of mine and then I'll go over mine. So I
want to listen. We got
red dot
on the screen right now. So the people listening, tell everyone, what is the name of your detail shop here?
Red Dot Detailing.
Okay.
Quality that's out of this world. Okay. And just to spell it out for you, I've got red dot, and around the dot, around the D and the O, I have the planet. It's a big Jupiter. And Jupiter is known for the great red spot.
Okay.
All right. And what that is a 300-year-old storm that's twice the size of Earth.
Yeah.
And so I'm playing on this as like, we're this big thing. We're big. We're Jupiter, Florida big. We're Jupiter, the planet big. Red dot. I love it. And then detailing, nicely accented red. Mm-hmm. Here's the quality out of this world. The only issue I see is printing the gradients that are in the planet. So we would have to change that up a bit. This is good. This looks good on air. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But on a shirt, it's a lot.
So is it on a white t-shirt?
White shirt or light gray. We go light gray at my shop.
You're a light gray kind of guy? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, we just don't want to see it. You know what? It's hot. It's hot in Jupiter, Florida. What happens on a gray shirt there, Dustin?
No, not as much as what happens as a black shirt. You're burning up.
It's about presentation. You put a cold towel over your neck, you'll be all right.
Yeah, light gray does show sweat, but you know what? Listen, this red dot detailing is going to pop RDD. It's going to sound really nice as abbreviated. Quality that's out of this world. We're pitching to an audience that are high end. These guys, I keep picturing our customers a little bit older, 40s and 50s. Done well off in life. Red dot detailing. They're going to like it. They're going to like the play.
Let me ask you this, Dustin, because I'm not here to play nice today.
Yeah, come on.
I'm going to ask you that the explanation you had, right? Is that something with the red dot storm and the Jupiter and that sort of stuff? I think the customer just wants to hear about our service. You see what I'm saying? They don't want to hear about the reds. They're going to be like, "Oh, cool name, right? Red dot. What does it mean, right?" And
does McDonald's tell you? Does McDonald's have hamburgers in their logo? But you can go there and get a burger. Red dot, you're going to get a professional detail. They're the size of Jupiter, man.
Yeah, I was thinking red dot, like maybe like on a map, like pinpoint. You know what I mean?
Like the bullseye. Bullseye.
I just thought, the Jupiter planet had like a Rudolph nose on it or something.
Look, dude. Just so you know, okay, now we're going to play like that. Your world, your planet has rings and Jupiter doesn't have rings. You need to fix that.
We're Saturn. I think
we're Jupiter.
You might be Jupiter. I'm out of this world. You know what I mean? I'm ready to expand. If we got to get to the next.
Only thing out of this world is our quality, dog.
So let me ask you that, because that's a great topic to talk about briefly. Is when there's a phrase, right?
Yeah.
For us, it's like experience the splash difference, right? I'm sure EZN has one as well.
Yep.
But in the branding on the flyers, I think it's phenomenal. But in terms of the logo, right? Would you put that on the sign up front? Right. And I have actually here, if he wants to share the screen, I can jump to our front. Let me share the screen real quick. Bam. So that's going to be right there.
Yeah.
What are you going to have there?
Well, red dot detailing tells what we're doing. And then we're immediately referring to
I think both of us are on the same page there.
Yeah.
Detailing has to be in the phrase.
Absolutely. And, and I love the fact that quality, is in there. in our tagline. I mean, because that's what
Are
we're
you
going
putting that on the front there with that
absolutely.
phrase?
Yeah,
Okay.
absolutely. I think
Yeah.
red dot. The thing about red dot is it's attention grabbing. Like they're instantly going to go, "What the hell is that?"
Yeah.
Red dot detailing, and it makes you think a little bit. It does. Like you see the big circle. You know, where Target did it right. Everybody knows Target's logo. Red dot will be sitting next to Target.
Yeah, but there was a Target, right? So they're there. It's like it's a Target. It's like
We're
Target
a red
thing.
dot. We're the biggest red dot in the solar system.
I cannot wait. I cannot wait to see it. And again, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe look, let's get a little screen time for out of this world detailing. You know, we got the
come on, I need control of this.
We got Chris, you know, and I think Chris, what are your just initial thoughts? Third party didn't make either logo. He can be the voice of, you know, God right there coming in. What are your thoughts there, Chris?
Chris is going, I know who signs my paycheck.
And
he's like, no, I'm not answering this.
And I put him there on the fly. I know he's trying to get both of them on there.
It won't let me.
He got it. He got it. Look at this. The evolution of EZN. This old
logo. Oh, he's got the old. Oh, wow.
Like old.
Is that a okay? So
it's a boat and a camper. Yeah. And then we went to the middle and then we ended up at the end. Yeah. So you can see, for those of you that can't see, I mean, we look from way back when EZN just had a boat and a camper kind of merged together at the bottom under these big block letters. I mean, it was rough. It was rough. And I think I drew it on a napkin.
Did you?
And then
I'd like to see you draw that gradient. You know, I feel like I could draw my logo. Could you draw yours?
Microsoft Paint.
Okay, I gotcha. So this is fun. It's me and you back and forth, but we don't get to decide.
Nope. Viewers get to decide.
It's not up to us. That's so right. I think we're leaving it up to them. We're going to show it there again at the end.
Yeah. We'll run up a post that they can like or, you know, heart or like, however they want to vote. Mm-hmm.
And the biggest thing is again, it's like, hey, the name, the logo, it's for the branding, right? Because that next part of the business, right? You spend 3-4 hours, whatever it is, to come up with your name and your logo. But then all the work after that for the next 10, 20 years, whatever it is, hey, you're using this for flyers. You're using this for shirts. You're using this for marketing material. Is this something that would work for that?
So speaking to coming up with names, and that's not easy. And I think we mentioned how we did it last. I mentioned how my team done it, and we put it on a spreadsheet. Well, how I came up with this logo or this name was kind of just brainstorming ideas. Just put them with the dumbest to dumbest ideas, just whatever, and then it starts to come together in your mind. And usually it doesn't happen right there in that. It's like if you step away, go take a shower, you step away, go do something, then come back to it. And then bouncing that ideas off of friends, families, whatever. And then getting their feedback is always good. So, it's a process coming up with that stuff, but really it's not being afraid to make a mistake. You got to just get stuff on paper. I want to mention some of the ones about.
Oh, the ones that didn't make the cut for you.
Yeah. Hands down, looks professional, nice, looks like he did.
Oh my God, Billy.
That's my boy, Billy.
I don't even know how to respond to that.
That shirt will be in the mail, Billy.
Yeah, I think he's Dustin promised everyone a free, what is it? Rudolph Red Dot Detailing. What is it?
Yeah, man.
A free shirt for everyone that votes for him.
Look, haters gonna hate. I'm gonna tell you some of the ones I didn't pick. All right.
Yep.
I picked so this was a good one. Scrooge Detailing.
Scrooge.
Do you remember Scrooge McDuck that swam in the gold coins and Scrooge McDuck?
Yeah.
I'm like, man, these are rich people down here. These are all Scrooges. And I'm like, nah, maybe not shouldn't call them Scrooge. I thought Taj Mahal Detailing. Taj Mahal, like best, nicest, well-known building in the world.
Yeah, and you have the background of the Taj Mahal. I could see that. Okay, that's cool.
Out of this world detailing.
But that one didn't make the cut, and why?
I thought it was a little long. So the way you abbreviated it makes sense. But out of this world detailing, like it became long on me. Yeah. Yep. And then the one that I almost went with, I was I mean, it was this one or Red Dot. Was first class
Okay.
auto and marine detailing.
Yeah.
First class.
I like that. What would that logo be? What's that? What would you?
I didn't get to the logo. I only got to the name. I didn't want to spend any time on logo design if I wasn't going to go with it. So, my first class, you have like, it's got to be unique, exclusive look. So like a singularity, like a single thing that states like you're above this. And because we're serving that, like, let's be real. And I hate to sound any kind of way, but we're going to service a market that's absolutely this. You got Tiger Woods down there. Okay. Like, he's not like general crowd. He is first class. And we want to be detailing his first class stuff. So, like,
and you know what's interesting? It's like, okay, when you think of those clients and how do you get in front of them, right? A lot of it's referral based, right?
Oh,
so it's just slowly building that clientele base. But what ends up happening, at least in my opinion, the name and the logo become almost obsolete. They don't
absolutely.
You see what I'm saying? I think that's an important point to make for this type of customer base.
Yeah.
And then it becomes, okay, what is the name and logo for? Right? It really is just the branding in the community. It's building that, you know what I mean? That, hey, when you're doing a promotion, when you're doing something, a free car wash, or you're doing something for the firefighters, right? Who's doing it? Oh, it's out of this world.
If Tiger was going to refer me, I wouldn't want him to say, "Oh, it's Dustin down the street." I want him to say Red Spot Detailing. That's where you go. Red Spot.
That's the hardest part, Dustin. That's the hardest part. And I know we had a show before about, hey, separating yourself from the business, right? But when it's just starting off me and you, they're going to say, hey,
tough. It's Nick and Dustin. Yeah.
Hey, he's going to pass along our number and be like, hey, just ask for Nick, ask for Dustin. And not
I think they're going to ask for me. They're going to ask for me, not you. But yes, I 50% agree with that. Look, man, I love it. Did you have any other names that you were kind of thinking, or did you just boom out of this world?
I'll be honest. Because the way I do it is, again, I actually look for the emblem, right? I do the emblem and then work off of that, right? So I was there, Jupiter, Saturn, out of this world, intergalactic. You know what I mean? I was just I was just playing off of, hey, look, I really want to do something with the Jupiter, Florida part. And I want to find the right emblem, and then I want to play off of that. And I really like the abbreviation because I think, you have EZN. I regret not having something that's easily abbreviated. And that's where I sort of went. That was sort of my thought process. And then I was like, hey, look, how easy is it to what you just saw there is going to be on the back of the shirt, and on the front might just be Saturn, right? It might just be the planet, right? Sure. And that's it. Easy, done. Put it on the sleeve. And just keep a really clean cut.
Simple, sleek. Yep.
Yeah. Again, I like the colorway, but that's just me. I like my logo. I'm gonna stick with it. I think I got this. I think I got this in the bag.
You don't have it in the bag for sure. However, I'll give credit where it's due. I like it, and I like the fact that you went with the abbreviation. It definitely took what I was struggling to get my head around on like naming wise, and made it make sense. Also, there was another thing to mention, and I think that bringing this up helps detailers now is looking for something that's in that area. So, of course, we played on the name, or I did, but there was a lighthouse, and it's called Inlet Lighthouse. Okay. And it's the biggest lighthouse, or like one of the biggest lighthouses in Florida. Mm-hmm. And it's called Inlet, and everybody knows it there.
I think that's huge. I think that's a great point.
I was really close to going inlet, I'm playing that into the words of it. I didn't even get that far, but that's something to think about. Or like in our area, like our football team is like our bloodline at Saraland. So Spartan Detailing, which we're the Saraland Spartans, Spartan Detailing would have been big, but.
Yeah. Can I ask you one thing though? Cause I think that's a phenomenal, I love the lighthouse idea. Cause that's I can see the logo.
Yes. Yeah,
it's there, right?
Yeah. I drew that one actually, right there. And then I was afraid maybe it didn't look like a lighthouse, and I'm like, better not.
and the one question is scalability, right? Because out of this world, if we do the mobile detailing side, or we separate, I always think farther down the road than I probably should, but I want to be able to still have it scalable. You know what I mean? Where it doesn't keep me just tied into a local market. What are your thoughts on that?
Jupiter's Red Spot's there to stay. And
is that what did you say? The storm? The wind?
The 300-year storm that's twice the size of Earth Think about that, man.
I'm gonna crack up every time someone walks into the office and Dustin's just talking about storms and that 300-year-old storm.
We're gonna have a telescope in the office. Look up there. There it is, right there. See that red spot? That's what we are.
Yeah. I know we got a couple minutes here at the end. Yep. I wanted to say one thing because again, my logo that I have, I've got regrets with it. You know what I mean? Have I gone and made changes? No.
Your personal logo,
Splash, and Liberty Dog Spot.
Okay.
So what I was going to do is just share my screen real quick.
Yeah, let's check it out.
And I threw Easy In on there just in case if there was anything you wanted.
Absolutely,
we'll talk about there. Number one thing with Splash, right? Splash, hand car wash and detail. Pretty simple. We're in 15 years. People know where we're at. But what's the number one thing wrong with the logo? Is we get people thinking we're Splosh.
Splosh. Yep. Yeah.
You know what I mean? And this is, again, like we just threw it together. We liked the font. It was easy to print. You know what I mean? And it was just like, holy smokes. Yeah, that looks like Splosh. So yeah, I'm to the point where I don't even care. If someone wants it to be Splosh,
that's right. Does it really matter if they're calling you? Like, think about it. Didn't it get the job done?
It got there.
You know, Mr. McDonald's not rolling over in his grave if he's called Mr. McDougal. He's still got billions in the bank. Okay.
The people that were typing in McDougal's instead of McDonald's, you know, into Google search. They just want a cheeseburger and they're just looking for those arches, right?
Yeah. Yes. Give me the M. You got, no, I see it, but you're right. Like, you know, like, could you go back? Would you do it differently? Is it a part of a rebranding later on? You know, those things are things you think about.
The only thing that we've done differently is we've removed the, you know, the dot where it now says Splash mobile detailing on our vans and stuff, just to make sure it's easy to search. And again, technology advances, and you know, you need to make sure that's an important part of your business. And the only other thing with the Liberty Dog Spa one is I think I would have liked Liberty on the top versus the bottom. And it was just like, once we did it and printed everywhere, I'm like, crap.
You know, the thing is we're our own biggest critics. And so when you do something, you see it a billion times. And you're
see it every day. I see Splash and I see Dog Spot Liberty.
Yeah. So when people see that, they're really not looking at why did he put Liberty top or bottom. They're literally just saying, Dog Spot, that's what I need. You know what I'm saying? So just, you know, I'm talking to our audience. I like when you beat yourself up, but our audience should not beat themselves up. That translates right over into videos and lives, by the way. Guys, don't beat yourself up over shooting videos of yourself. You critique yourself way worse than other people do. The only ones that are critiquing, you know, you more than yourself are other detailers, and who cares? They're not paying the bills anyway. I want to go back to that share. I want to tell you what I would do differently with Easy In. One of the biggest things is two things. One is the gradient. Again, multicolor is a terrible idea. We do have we have a reduced color logo. This was a kind of a that's obviously not what our logo. I think that's a copied file or something. But
I do have it off the website.
Yeah, we do have gradient in ours that we have to crop out, and they changed the color on that. And then Easy In, right? Think about Dustin at Easy In Storage is my email. Everybody, I have to go E as in Edward, Z as in zebra, N as in Nancy, because those are the three hardest letters. Like, is it D? Is it C? Is it M?
When you're on the phone, right? And God forbid it cuts out. And they're like, what is it?
Yeah. Or is it EASY, EZN?
Yeah, EZN.
Yeah. So like, this is reality, right? We all have these little things.
I didn't even think of that. That's such a good point. That is such a good point. Yeah. And you don't know until you start answering the phone. Right, and
dude, you don't know till it's done, and people are calling. You're like, golly,
and you're already printed on 1,000 shirts and 1,000 business cards, and you're like, well,
what was I thinking?
We're gonna be saying Echo Zebra Nancy on the phone,
dude. It's every time. It's every time. Now it's just like I should just change my logo to Echo Zebra Nancy.
Yeah, detailing.
What does this mean? Don't worry about it. Just type it in.
But look, the biggest thing is people can say. Or see what we did not right. You know what I mean? It is what it is. You know what I mean? Can we go and rebrand it? Sure. Does it really matter at the end of the day? No. But when you're opening up a new store, putting in that extra thought, it's going to save you some headaches. You can see all of our logos have caused us headaches in different ways. So we're just trying to help you out and be like, hey, look what Dustin made. Look what I made. What do you like more? What are the things that we missed? You know what I mean? Maybe, But yeah.
So, yeah, listen, and the guys that are watching, guys and girls that already have shops, again, like this is all we're having fun with this. We're arguing back and forth. But listen to the conversation. Listen to what we're doing. We're breaking down these logos. We're telling you things that we would do otherwise or we would change, and we're critiquing our own selves. So because that's how you learn. And I want you to use this as an opportunity to look back at your business. If you've been in business 3 months and maybe you don't have shirts and cards and all that stuff printed, and you said, I'm going to be whatever, detailing, McDougal's Scrooge detailing, and you're like, yeah, maybe I'm going to be offended by that. Like, think about scalability. Think about print colors. Think about ease of read. Think about ease of saying it. Answer the phone. These are things. And if you already have a logo, rebranding is possible. It's not impossible. So if yours is like just absolutely ridiculous and you're like, man, I designed this when I was 12 and now I'm 22, like it's time.
Yeah.
Go for it. Rebrand. Take that opportunity. To rebrand. I got to say something here too. I'm sorry. Billy Smith, rebrand a lot. People love the branding. All right. Billy Smith is one of the most Billy and Miss Vandy. I think they do it collaboratively. I want to give credit where it's due. Some of the best attention to detail and design and colors and catchiness. I've always thought like, man, he has a style that is very unique, but very attention grabbing. And like the colors always match I'm far from that, dude. I'm black or gray or, you know what I mean? Like I
wear the same shirt, khakis, boots every day.
Same thing every day. I do not have that style factor.
I'm not a style guy. Nope.
Me either. And I'm aware of that, and I surround myself with very creative and stylish people. I mean, I really do. And because
I feel like you're just trying to get extra votes for your logo. You're just
Billy, just make sure you thank me later. All right, guys, listen, if there's no questions.
Let's put the logos up one last time. Let's describe them real quick just so people can see them at the end of the video.
30-second elevator. 30-second elevator.
Ready?
I'm ready.
Listen, which logo do you want to see on the front? Okay, you go first. On the front of the building, right? Front of the building on the T-shirt.
I'm selling to high-end clients. They want big. They want professional. They want out-of-this-world quality. They want red dot detailing. Come shop with me. That's my 30 seconds. Go. You got to swap the logo. Oh, he may not have yours. Does he have
after
yours
that story on the three? Oh, my bad. I gotta get on this other guy here. After you tell him about the 300-year storm, forget the logo, forget the name. None of that even matters. We're just gonna give you the best service. This is out of this world detailing company, and we're gonna be able to give you nothing but the best service out of this world.
All right, so what we're going to do, make a post with both logos up there. We'll do a like heart thing for votes. Guys, go to work. Let's pick the best logo and name for this new company. Next week, we're going to get $10,000 each. We're going to go
shopping.
We're going shopping. And we're going to break down our shopping list on the first things that we would get, maybe some new stuff that you don't know about, maybe some old stuff that you can revalidate, blah, blah, blah. Let's go to work. Great show as always, Nick.
It's been a good time.
I'm fixing to go jump in. Hang on 1 second. Just the littlest pool in the world. Yeah. And I will see you guys next week. Thanks a lot.
Sounds good. See you guys.
See ya.